Hello, I'm Amber.
I'm Tony.
And we are
Tuned to the Moon.
Oh, how are you feeling?
Tired.
Yeah, January, tired, cold.
Yeah.
Hence the big fleece.
I know, you look nice and cosy.
Yeah, no, it's cozy, but it's cozy season like we were talking about.
Yeah.
Time for hibernation.
Yeah, definitely.
Anything spooky going on in your life, or has it just been go, go, go?
Just been go, 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 to be fair. I'm trying to think if there's been any, even like wee signs, synchronicity type things happening. Still loads of numbers. I think that's always going to be the case, isn't it? We're always going to have
Did you know?
numbers.
I'm sure, did something not happen? Oh, it was a few weeks ago after one of the episodes that we spoke about you saying 111 ha. Did you not see 111 again that said something else?
It said something else. And
Remember
that's
that?
Right, it was as soon as we left.
It was literally as soon as we
What did it
left.
say?
Oh, I don't know. Was it no? Was it 111 no?
It was something like that because we were like, what the hell are they trying to
Yeah, it
say
was
to me
literally,
today?
it was so creepy. But what are the chances of seeing 111 ha and then 111 whatever it was? I thought it was no.
I think
maybe
it might
wasn't.
have been no.
I don't know.
I can't remember. Aye, loads of numbers still. Lots of animal visits as well. Like,
Yes, we have had a little robin just constantly in
the garden.
Yeah, in the garden and on the house.
Okay.
And then the other day, packing the car to go out, and the robin just jumping along the driveway right into the house.
In the house?
In the hall, in the front hall. So I was like, oh my God, right. My first thought was like, aside from thinking you're actually a loved one in spirit, this is amazing.
No.
I was like, please get out because I've got a French bulldog who's going to go absolutely nuts. I'm also late for where we've all got to be, and I do not want you flying about the house getting trapped. Then I need to phone like the SSPCA. So I literally but it wasn't. It just. I'm not kidding. Chill as you like. Straight back out as soon as I walked in, just hop back out, and then it went up onto there's like a little tree. Obviously there's no leaves on it just now, so one of the branches, and then it went up onto the gutter and just sat. I thought you're not even scared off, and that's what I
and
love
who
about
do you
it.
see that as again? Is that your grandpa?
Yeah, I just always think grandpa.
Yeah.
Not that he visited often, but he used to come at Christmas, so
and it's the perfect time.
yeah, and then he passed away at Christmas, so I think that's maybe him saying, here I am, save me some dinner.
What was his anniversary?
29th
Right, okay.
of December. So I'm thinking like around this time of year.
Yeah, he's
maybe,
going to show himself
But
a wee bit more.
I thought as well, what are the chances of you not being terrified at all and actually coming in my house? Because I saw it. I tried to see it on the Ring doorbell, but you know that way. Do you have a Ring doorbell?
Yeah.
They sometimes, if there's a lot of motion at the front, they kind of stop recording for a bit, which is weird. Like, so it was recording me like going in and out the car and then stopped, and you couldn't see it going in. But yeah, so that was my not so spooky, but nice,
cute.
nice
That's a
little
nice
story. Yeah.
Synchronicity, isn't it? Yeah, I don't think I've had anything like that. Just seeing them when I'm out driving.
Yeah,
like the fox and magpies a lot.
Magpies, yes.
Do you believe in that whole thing? Like one for sorrow, two for joy.
Yeah, I always just say it. Like when I see them, if I see one, I go, "Hello, Mr. Magpie."
Just salute it.
Just
Ryan
always
does that. Yeah,
does he? That's sweet.
He does that. I don't know, because I just see them all as then nice. So I'm like, why am I seeing some of it as bad?
I know.
Do you know what I mean?
I know. Or if you see a big flock of them, you're like, I don't know what 8 magpies is.
I can't count that many.
Can't count that many. I just know that it's no a girl, no a boy. It's not sorrow and it's not joy. It's just there's too many.
No, my friend Pam used to, in fact she still does, sometimes it would always be 13.
What?
13 magpies together.
13? That's wild. I've never in my life seen that many magpies.
I know. I can't remember. I'm sure we did look it up and it gave us some sort of, but I can't remember what it was. 13 all the time.
That is. New Year. And we're going to talk a little bit about the fact that a lot of people will be trying to manifest their best life this year.
Yeah.
I was a big believer in manifestation.
Yeah.
I still do think to an extent it can and it does work.
Yeah.
What are your
You always know I'm coming in with something, don't you?
What are your thoughts on, let's just sit and brew a cup of tea right now, and let's listen to Tony's
thoughts on manifestation,
which are completely and utterly valid.
Yeah. All again, just my beliefs. I just have this little thing that I think, what if you're not manifesting it? What if that vision that you can see, because that's normally what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're visualising it. You can feel it. You know it's going to happen. Or you're telling yourself that you're doing that so that it does happen.
Yeah.
What if you're seeing this, feeling it, thinking about it, because you're jumping in to that future timeline and being shown that you've already got it, that it's already happening.
That's
so it's
quite simply blown my mind
into the future.
I didn't think you were going to say that. I honestly thought you were going to say, I think it's a load of shite.
It's a lot of shite. No.
Right, okay. I didn't know this theory.
You get me?
Here I go. I'm getting my legs up in the chair. I'm getting comfy. Tell me.
So, you might not be manifesting it into existence.
Okay.
You might have tapped into the fact that it's already happening somewhere right now at another point. Because if you believe time doesn't exist, then in another like dimension or timeline right now, I don't know how really that works. Timeline probably. You're already there.
Oh my God, that's a lot to process.
Say you were like, oh, I want to manifest a new house.
Yeah.
And you're kind of visualising this house, or you're maybe like driving by it. That's a big one for people, isn't it? They drive by it, the actual house that they want to come up for sale and all that. What if you're only doing that because your subconscious is showing you? Might be in a dream, might just pop into your head, maybe as you're driving by it, that you're then getting that, like the feeling attached to it is because you already know it's yours at a different point in your life.
Do we not think that is similar though to manifesting? Because like when you manifest and when you visualise, you do it as if you have it. Like so just in case anybody was like brand new to the concept, you would, so you'd maybe do like affirmations or visualizations, and you will say like, I am driving a Range Rover Evoque.
Yeah.
Or like as specific as like all black alloys, blah, blah, blah. You're driving it like you're talking about it like you have it.
Like you already have it.
I am making X amount per year, per month.
Yeah.
And you say it like you have it, like I am. And I think, because gratitude as well is another one we can get into in a minute, but a lot of the manifestation and visualization that I used to do was always like, I am so grateful that I have my own radio show across Scotland.
Yeah.
I am thankful for the Mini that I drive.
Yeah.
You know, so you're talking like you've got it, but you're saying thank you for it.
Yeah.
But does that not kind of work in a similar way to what you're saying? Like if you're kind of acting like you have it, it's because you know that you do, you feel.
Yeah, so but where does the idea come from in the very beginning? That's
so your kind of belief or theory is perhaps that we already know what's coming for us without being like fortune tellers kind of thing. Our subconscious mind knows what's coming.
Yeah. And the whole timeline thing, so you don't need to necessarily be like sleeping or in an altered state to jump into timelines. It can be little moments where like things just don't feel like they are the way that they are in that moment. So like
deja vu.
Yeah, deja vu is a big one. Or like, you know how some people remember some things and other people don't remember it. Like, oh God, what's one of the big ones? The Monopoly guy. Like some people remember him having the wee, I don't know what it's called, the wee glass. Is it a Moncler or something?
I know what you mean. It's the wee...
Yeah. Yeah.
Monaco. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, that. So some people remember that,
right,
and others don't.
I've never ever seen that theory.
So and there's loads of things like that. Like,
so what is the chat behind that?
So it's like people have been in different timelines.
Play Monopoly.
Yeah, basically.
In every lifetime. You can't escape the game.
Some have been in one timeline and remember it this way, and then others have been in a different timeline and it was never that way.
Tony, that is going to solve any argument I ever have now at home. I'm going to be like, I'm sorry, I was in a totally different timeline to you.
Shut up.
I did not put that washing machine on because in my timeline there wasn't a wash in. In my timeline I was in Tenerife. I did not put a wash on.
Callum's going to be messaging me.
That's fine, because that's better than it's not my fault, it's Mercury.
Yeah,
like,
that is better.
I'm enjoying this timeline
just
chat.
in a different timeline from you.
That's so interesting though. Like, where does that even come from? Is it just beliefs? Like,
I think that's like the Mandela effect or something as well. That's called, because there's so many different things that people see it as, remember it as one thing, and it's not.
I think it's the Mandela.
Oh, Mandela. Oh, that's the big one. Yeah, and then he died again, apparently.
Right. Again, I've clearly been living in some kind of CBeebies,
the Mandela effect
bubble, that I've not seen anything like this. So
it'll
Nelson
come up on your
Mandela,
phone now.
he died in 2013, not in the 80s.
But people remember him dying in the 80s.
I am shivering. Fiona Broom, the paranormal researcher, noticed that many people shared her false memory of Mandela's death in prison, leading her to name the phenomenon the Mandela effect, where large groups of people share the same false memory about past events or details, famously named after the widespread incorrect belief that Nelson Mandela died in prison in the 80s. He actually died in 2013. Oh my God, that wasn't even that long ago.
Is it a false memory, or are they just in another timeline?
So you can die in another timeline?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
I've actually got a friend who, she won't mind me saying this, she jumps in and out of timelines constantly.
So how does she know this?
Because she just knows things are happening, but it's not actually happening here in this life. So she was driving, and it's not very nice what I'm about to say, and she just had this moment where she knew that her mum had died.
Oh my God.
So she started screaming in her car because she just had this feeling that
oh my God,
her mum had just passed away, to the extent that she went and phoned her mum and was like, are you okay? Like, what's happening? And then realised that she was jumping timelines again. So it wasn't happening here. Like, you can't just have a reaction to something that's not happening.
I'm rarely speechless, but I'm a bit I don't know what to say, because I don't really get it. Is it you? It's your like different.
Yeah, you need to go and watch like Ant-Man and some of the Marvel films. They go into Doctor Strange.
No, I can't get into Marvel. I can't do it. And I've got a son, and I'm
all
going to end
this. Talks about all this. The multiverse, and basically there's so many different dimensions.
Like, I am so interested in it, but I'm just like, I don't know anything. This is so new. I don't know anything about this. Like, have you ever worked with, well, clearly your friend, but like any clients that you think could be jumping in and out of timelines? How does that differ to past lives?
Yeah. So it happens quite a lot in sessions.
Right.
So sometimes we have to, like, say you have like a fear of something happening. This really big fear of something happening in this life. We try and go into that other timeline where it is happening, because that's apparently the case. Like, see, every decision you make in another timeline, this life, same life as Amber, but you're on a different timeline, that decision is playing out the opposite way.
I have read a book, and it's fiction, but it's called Maybe in Another Life by Taylor Jenkins Reid. That's exactly what happens.
So you'll get
such a good book. It's like fiction, really easy to read, but that's what happens.
Where does fiction come from?
Yeah, but like, that's explained it to me when you've said that. Yeah. That's what I thought about. Because this like main character, basically, it was a while since I read it, but she basically has like I think she breaks her arm or something, and the surgeon she ends up like falling in love with, and in one life, but in the other life he crosses her path and he's in her life, but just as like the doctor, and she stayed with the ex.
Right, okay.
I think in one of them she almost died, but I ended up loving both her lives. I was like, oh my God, and then I can't even remember the way it ended, but in like one life she didn't have kids and one she did. Oh, that's actually explained it.
That's it. So it's all still this life. It's nothing to do with past lives. You're still Amber. But there's that because time doesn't exist and it's all happening at once.
That's what made me like triggered the thought of that book, because I'm sure it says that at the start of the book that like, oh, there's this theory that every decision you make in this life, the opposite is made in the same life in a different timeline. So why are we so conscious on this timeline?
What do you mean?
Like, why am I so aware that I am on this timeline right now, sitting recording Tune to the Moon with you, but somewhere else there's another timeline?
Oh, she might just be as conscious as what you are right now.
Nah, because I can't feel it. I don't. Where are you, Amber? Why can't I find you?
So they're living the life the exact
I want to
same
see
way
her. Did she dye her hair blonde? Did she get a bob? Like,
what's happening? Maybe you can. Like, obviously that just happens naturally for my friend that she jumps, and I think that's the way for a lot of people. But maybe there's ways like you can train yourself to like astral project and all that. Maybe it's similar to that you can hop into these other lives.
Do we think
timelines, not lives?
Do we think that jumping timelines is something that can be like worked on, or do you think it's actually something that we subconsciously do all the time and don't actually realise it?
I can't remember what happened the other day. There was something. I can't remember. I don't even remember where I was, but I was like, this isn't what's actually happening right now. So it was as if my mind was somewhere.
Almost like your other timeline was visiting this timeline.
Yeah. It was that's weird, but I can't remember the actual story. That's what made me start thinking about it all more. So I think you probably can. It would just be more about being able to go into your subconscious and.
So what's the chat then with deja vu? Like, you believe that that's potentially what you jump in timelines, or it's happened before, or I don't know.
Yeah, or maybe where they're merging.
You know, sometimes you get that really, really.
Certain. I think that's might have been what it was.
And you're like,
this is happening.
Now wait a minute, this is actually, and you actually think this is nuts. This is nuts. I've done this before. I've been here, but I cannot possibly have. Yeah.
So I think that's definitely timeline shifts, and you're remembering the parts of it.
So what if you die in one timeline?
I don't know.
Is it like Voldemort? You've got Horcruxes, like part of you dies and then 7 of you have to die?
I don't think so, no.
And what about, I'm asking you like you're a pure timeline expert.
I know, like I have no idea. These are just things
But I'm just so interested because it's your beliefs as well. And I am like wanting to learn more about that because that's so cool. I was also going to ask about like, because it is quite common that people forget things, where you'd say like, why can you not remember that? Or like, I will admit, like, I actually do have a really good, clear memory of a lot of things, and it frustrates me when I don't. But when somebody will say like, how can you actually not remember that? And it's maybe quite a big. There was actually, again, it was something recently with my friends, and it was something that had happened at school.
Yeah,
and I was like, nah, my memory is so clear. How do I not know this? And they were joking because they were like, Amber, you remember what this girl wore in P3 to gym? And I said, I know, I remember her full outfit in primary 3. I actually can remember so much. They're like, how do you not remember this?
That.
And now I'm like,
you might have been in a different time.
Just shifting timeline.
Because apparently as well, like, you know, when you're hearing about like the consciousness being raised and all that just now, like of Earth.
The full planet.
Yeah.
Everybody's a bit more
I think it's Dolores Cannon's work with these timelines as well. I'm sure she links into this somewhere or another. Somebody will come on and tell us if I'm right. Because it's like we're moving from 3D to 4D to 5D, right? From third dimension to fifth dimension. People are expecting as if like, oh, so what does that mean? Like, is half the population going to just die one day and the rest are all in fifth dimension? No, it's the timeline shifts. You're moving into these different dimensions. So that might be that you were already on a higher frequency then, so you don't remember that happening at that frequency, but you were actually there and in the same place.
Okay.
But your consciousness is raised enough that you're no longer remembering that anymore. I think that's the way my brain's going now as I'm talking about it.
So basically that big massive tangent was that manifestation could literally just be you in another life.
No, not in another life.
No, in another timeline. Sorry, in another timeline, that could be you.
It's crazy.
That is.
Or it's just your future self showing you what you're going to have.
But then what if it doesn't work? Because people will say like, oh, you know, I've been trying to manifest £1 million, but I'm obviously not saying thank you enough because I've not got £1 million.
Because maybe sometimes people are trying to manifest things instead of it actually
being shown to them.
The thing that's shown to them. Do you know what I mean? So that's where the wires get crossed with it. It's the same as people not realising that you manifest all the negative things that you think as well, not just the positive stuff.
Yeah.
I know the book's The Secret, but there's a film
The Magic
about it on Netflix.
Oh my God, The Secret movie's actually quite...
Yeah.
Yeah, it's...
that's a good one to watch for that sort of thing.
That is, and The Magic's quite good. That's all about manifesting. Which again, though, I used to always try and start on the 1st of January and then be like, oh my God, it's the 5th of January and I forgot to fill out the last 3 days. So
I think it comes, like I remember we moved into our house in July 2024 and you know the whole shit show that there was when we sold our house during COVID and we didn't get the house we wanted and all that. So I was in a really, really low space then, the 4 years of I don't want to be in this house. I don't like this house. That was the house that I was meant to have. That's the house that I wanted. Like, that's not a nice energy, right?
No.
Telling myself, I'm really grateful for this house, but I don't want to be here.
You're just cancelling out that thought.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I wasn't really grateful. I was grateful that we had a house. We had just had a baby, another baby. We had to move from my dad. So we bought whatever we could. But I knew the exact type of house that I was meant to have. And it was all happening right before lockdown. Like the mortgage was getting put in place and all that. And then because of COVID and the builders, it was a new build, so the builders all shut down. But 2024 came and it was the start of the year. We were not in a place to be buying a new house at all. Never thought it would be possible, to the extent that my mortgage advisor told me, this is not going to be possible. Wait till next year.
Love that faith.
Yeah. So then I was like, well, I'm just going to go and get a mortgage advisor that believes that I can make this happen. I still didn't believe it at that point. But the way it all came around, I seen the house online. You know, you ask for Rightmove, you look for the home report, you ask for it. It came through and it was one of my clients that were selling our house. And I had no idea.
Oh my God.
Didn't even know she lived like near the kids' school, nothing like that. And I was like texting her, please tell me that you are the only in her name in Garthamlock. And she's like, yeah, I'm selling my house. And I'm like, oh my God. And I just knew, like I just had this feeling. I knew that it was going to be our house.
That's our house. You get that feeling?
And I had been the 4 years because we were meant to move to Gartcosh.
That's right, I remember all that.
From Garthamlock. We're now just literally like 3 streets along from where we were before we sold the house originally. But obviously I wanted to be in Gartcosh, closer to Christen, blah, blah, blah. So the 4 years I kept battling with that, like where would we move to? And then eventually I was like, do you know what? I just want to be beside the school. I want the kids to be able to go out and play with their friends that they're beside. I need 4 bedrooms. I want everybody to have their own bedroom.
Yeah, you've got a busy household. There's 5 of you.
Yeah,
and a dog.
Like, they are going to need their own rooms at one point. So I just want to be able to have a 4-bedroom house. And I could see it. I could see the way it looks actually really, even though it's Persimmon and Bellway, it looks so like the Bellway house that we were meant to get. But it's an older Persimmon one. So it was built in like 2005 or something like that.
They are, though, quite similar when you look at... I mean, there's only so many designs they can do. There are quite a lot of similarities that come up in them.
So that helped me be able to see it. But then as soon as I saw this one come up, I was like, that's my house. And my friend that I was talking about that jumps timelines, she's really, really good with, like, I was going to say getting what she wants, but it's not. It's just because she knows what's coming.
Like from people who are not, you know, maybe of the belief for they don't want to believe in timeline shifts. That's what they would say. You know, she gets everything she wants.
Yeah. So she was like, I can feel that this is yours. I can feel into the future and see that this is yours. This is going to happen. And then that helped me have that. I do believe that. Like, I know it. I can feel it. And it was right up to the last minute. Like, we moved in the end of July, and I think it was the end of June that the mortgage finally got approved. Like, if I hadn't known the girl, should have probably been like that. No, like, I'm not holding off for you. But she did, and it happened. And like, I still, even as I'm driving into the house every single day or numerous times a day, I'm like so grateful, so thankful that like I'm like, I can't believe this is our house. But I knew it was going to happen. And then that gratitude that I still feel now is obviously playing a big part in that. Do you know what I mean? That energy of
absolutely
being thankful for,
that's how I feel about work.
Yeah.
Even when I'm feeling really tired and stuff, like I will have that moment of being like, oh my God, like I get to be on the radio.
Yeah.
Every day.
Across Scotland, play music and talk. Yeah.
And it's all I've ever wanted to do is like work in media, and that's what I again used to always say was radio and TV, and I always just knew it was happening. So that's interesting what you say about the house, because I know that exact feeling, and it's not a feeling of like desperately wanting and longing. It's just that known. Like, and I can't explain it, but I just know. And it's almost like a motherly instinct, but like for your life. And now I'm like thinking about all these timeline shifts I've never even thought about. But the house thing, and again, I don't know, because I never even thought about timelines. But when I used to do vision boards a lot. And I like was looking through a magazine and just picked out a house I really liked and just cut it out. 2019, stuck a wee French bulldog as well, and just had it in my head all the time. And the house that we ended up buying, it's a different brick and stuff, but it's literally the same build, the same house, but just the garage is the opposite side and different brick. And I was looking at it and I was like, oh my God, that's literally pretty much our house. And the same thing happened when I had my Micra. I kept believing it was a Mini Cooper, and eventually it was a Mini Cooper. But I've now been sitting here thinking maybe my life all along it was always going to be.
Well, it was, wasn't it? Because it's always going to be the way it's meant to be.
See, like your friend who jumps timelines, I don't know if you've ever spoken to her about this, or if it's what you believe. Do you believe in those timelines, kind of like what I was talking about in the book I read, you meet the same people or the same?
Yeah, it'll be a lot of the same. It would have to be the same stuff. It would have to be the same people for it to go the same way, but the opposite.
True. So basically, like in another timeline, you
might be sitting here right now with somebody else.
You would have
on
said
the podcast.
no to doing this podcast, and I'm sitting here
or by yourself,
with someone else, or by myself. Okay, fair.
Or I might be on as a guest right now instead of co-hosting it with you.
You'll know that because you'll feel deja vu.
You know what I mean?
Oh wait, we're here all the time.
So I think when it comes to people being like, oh, it's not working, it's to do with the time. It's not the time just because you
said
think,
this recently, actually.
Yeah, just because you think that it's going to happen right now. Like I wanted it in 2020 and I got it in 2024.
Which in the grand scheme of things is not a long time, but when you're sitting in that feeling of
impatient and desperate, like you said, it's just not right. So, and maybe the amount is off, if it's people with money, like there's a part of maybe like ego. I like ego, we need it, but their ego can sometimes go too far. So you might have that knowing that you are going to come into a lot of money, and then your mind comes in and goes, I'm going to manifest £1 million. Might have been 250,000 you were going to get, but
which
you're
is
now pushing
still a lot of money.
Exactly. But you're now pushing it to the million. Nobody said it was actually going to be that much. And then the control comes in rather than surrendering and allowing it to unfold the way that house did for me. There was no way I thought I was going to. It was my mum sent me the house on Rightmove. It wasn't even me looking for it because I was not in a position to be upsizing. So that came my way. Do you get me? So it's when and it's so big, law of attraction and manifesting, that we then believe
law of attraction.
I need to make this happen. But it's not. Like, it is, but it's not.
So what do you think about like Rhonda Byrne's theories? Do you think some of them
I think it all merges in.
Yeah,
absolutely. It's just looking from it from a different perspective.
I actually really like that perspective that you're...
It's different. You're still, like, I still then had to, as much as I knew it was coming and I felt it, I still had to apply for the mortgage. I still had to sort out our debts. I still had to make it happen in that sense.
So this is what a lot of people, I think, get confused with manifestation, because people who don't really understand or know that you still have to work for things will say, you know, well, I always remember someone in work saying, well, I want a bacon roll now, so if I just sit and say, please can I have a bacon roll, why is it not on my desk? And I'm like, no, the point is that, like, you might have been dreaming of the biggest, best, butteriest, brown sauciest bacon roll ever, and then the first cafe you walk by is serving them and you've thought of them all day. Like, you still have to get up off your arse, walk and go and get it. Like, or
I mean,
like
it
that
might happen. Somebody walks into work and hands you one, but...
Yeah, exactly. Like, I say that I'm manifesting a Mini Cooper, and I say I got it by grafting and saving up a deposit and stuff, you know, and still going out and buying it and going to see it. It was never just like, oh my God, what's that in my driveway? Yeah, and that's amazing if you do, but I think people forget, or they take away the kind of work aspect of it, and a lot of people do get deemed lucky, and I know some people do have luck, good luck and bad luck, but a lot of it still comes from bloody hard work.
And your belief system.
Yeah, true.
Belief systems are massive with it.
So when it comes to manifesting then and your gratitude, would you still encourage people to write like gratitude journals, or where they even... So if... I'm not necessarily saying if you're trying to jump timelines, but if you're looking at... So say something, and I hate to say sensible, but see, like, you know, 2026, somebody's sitting right now and they're writing like, I'm so grateful I've got £1 million. I'm so thankful I've got an 8-bedroom mansion with 40 bathrooms. Like... Is there an element of, I don't want to say being realistic, but do you know what I mean? Is there, what's a kind of healthy way
came into that? That might be someone's realistic, but a lot of the people that are trying to get it, it's not. So it's being...
Is it maybe just like looking at the next thing and saying, right, well, I've got a 2-bedroom flat just now, I'd love to have a 3-bedroom house. Yeah. Instead of saying like, I want a castle. I don't know.
It's just... Instead of thinking about, so the word there being thinking, instead of thinking about what you want, feel what you know is coming.
I love that.
You know what I mean? So again, it's this head-heart thing. Let's get out of our heads. We're not thinking, we're not controlling. Feel. And that might be going into meditation and taking yourself into what is 2026 going to look like for me, or by the end of 2026, what is life going to look like, and trying to get into that moment through your subconscious, being in an altered state and visualising what is coming. Some of it might still be a wee mind trick, and your own conscious mind might be getting in there and projecting what you want, but chances are you're going to be showing something that's coming that you can then work towards and be realistic. I know the difference between when I have an idea or when I want something and when I know that something is going to happen.
You just know it's happening.
It's this feeling that you know this is going to happen. Like when you asked me to come on the podcast to start this up again and do this, and straight away I was like to you, oh my God, I've been thinking about starting up the Guidance Gal podcast again. And I just knew that this was the right, like straight away to my pals, Amber's just asked me to do this, and I know I need to, and I know where it's going to go. I can see it. We've spoke about it, even in here with the guys in here. We know where this is going to go because it's already probably happening somewhere.
Well, hello, future selves.
Yeah. Show us a wee bit more, please. So we know how to get it to that point.
That's a really interesting perspective. I think a lot of people will actually be so interested in that, and
I don't know everything about it. It's just opening, like where my mind went.
I'm definitely going to go and look into it.
Should be jumping.
I'm not going to watch Avengers, but I will read some stuff. Maybe at some point. But
Doctor Strange is really good for all the like healing stuff and all that. Really good.
Okay, maybe.
I'm not into like, sorry guys, but Iron Man and all that, but Ant-Man and Doctor Strange and Wanda's stuff is quite good.
Is that like WandaVision?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
For all our stuff.
I will have a look at some point, but I'm going to go and read up on it this afternoon because I'm very excited about it. I want to jump timelines.
You'll come on in the next podcast and be like, so
it's not actually me, it's another one. No, I know it's the same life.
I've
just
got all the months for the future podcast episodes, all were topics because I jumped into all the time.
By the way, I'm going to try that. I'm going to try a meditation and be like, show me what topics we're going to do in 2026.
Yeah, there you go. That's your homework. I thought today we'd maybe do a wee angel number reading.
Go for it.
From Kyle Gray's book. Do you want to pick one or should I just open and see?
Just open. I wonder if it'll be like 26 or something to do with 8, so I don't know. Because of the year.
5 to 8.
Nah, I was way off, wasn't I?
You got an 8.
I got an 8.
And there's a 2, 28, not 26.
Yeah. Okay, I'm basically psychic. Whoa.
Okay, so 5 to 8. Angels love and respect you and invite you to continue working on loving and respecting yourself. They are overjoyed by your commitment to self-love. So again, new year, all this type of thing. Mm-hmm. This is what a lot of people are going to be focusing on.
Absolutely.
Because that self-love essentially comes down to looking after yourself, wanting to better yourself, gym, food, all that kind of stuff. But obviously this book is all about the angels, so it's that message coming in from the other side, from the angels in particular in this case, that they already see how much you're doing to better yourself, or that commitment you have to wanting to do better. And they're really then rallying round with love and support for that. But what I will say is, if you're struggling with it, so even though, again, it could be that whole thought-based thing, like you're thinking about doing X, Y, and Z, ask them to step in and help you. I think I've said it before, but none of them out there can step in and help you unless you ask. Like all your spirit team, your angels, loved ones that have crossed over, they're all rooting for you, they all want to support you, they want to help you, but they cannot step in and assist you unless you ask. So it's being very direct and going, right, okay, I am really working hard on this self-love, but can you step in and help me do X, Y, and Z? And then they have permission to enter and start maybe, like, you know, we did speak about it, I'm sure, that orchestrating things.
Yeah.
To make things
slight shift.
happen.
So then what would you say, like, what's a good phrase to say? Like, you were just saying there, like, I'm working really hard on XYZ, but can you
so
come and help? And do you need to say, like, angels, guides, spirits, family, friends, or do you say, like, no bad people?
Ask. It depends. I don't believe that would happen, so I wouldn't do that. But if you wanted, like, your grandpa to step in and help you with something, it would be directing at him. Grandpa, I'm working hard now to do this, but I would like your assistance. Please, can you help me with this? Angels, or you could just say spirit team. That's the way I used to do it, because then it doesn't matter. It's whoever it is there. They're all the spirit team, I think. And then Kyle Gray would always say, thank them at the end. Like you said, you're thanking them as if it's already happened. So thank you, angels, for stepping in and helping me with my self-love journey, or, do you know what I mean? Speaking it into existence that way, as if it's already happening.
That is lovely. You used to have a self-love journal, didn't you? Like a wee, or was that the course? You did the course. That was really nice.
I've got the wee book. I got it remade just last year for people to. I had loads of people from that point messaging and being like, oh my God, I found your book, I'm going to look through it. So I was like, I'm going to just make that available, that if people want it, I can just send it to them.
It's a nice little 3
Self-love's
book. You should put a
important.
little link to it. We could pop it up on the stories or something.
Yeah,
because it's a nice little book.
it is.
That was so interesting, honestly, learning about timelines and stuff. I am now going to go and research it and let you know if
Me too. I'll go and look some
if
more.
I merge into my different timelines this week.
All those listening, if you know more about it, please comment and
I love this.
let
I feel
us know.
Yeah, learning so much.
Yeah.
And as always, we are back next week. You can find us TikTok, Insta, YouTube, Spotify, all that jazz. Tune to the Moon Pods. Subscribe, follow, and we will see you next week.
Yes. See you later.
In this timeline.